Yeah, hey, you know what all these YouTube channels have in common, that includes me, is that, and I can confirm this, they're all neurotic. Well, partially neurotic. Yeah, they are neurotic. The reason for that is the one thing that all of them have in common, including me, even though we got radically different personalities, is that, like I saw, like for example, it's just one example, it just jumps up in my head. The guy with the big hair, Fro, he made a video, going after another YouTuber for praising JPEGs. This is not about that topic. And it's like, oh, this guy's got, 800,000 subscribers or whatever the hell he's got. And I noticed in the video, it's the only time I actually scoped out someone else's video. I read the comments. You're like, oh my God, I hate you. You're just awful. I'm going to unsubscribe to you. You suck now. And all of these people, me included, you get tons of flack and tons of hate. And, you do get praise. And it's like, ooh, you have to be honest, if it's just a bunch of, spew, oh, you fat, tattooed, bald asshole, it's like, obviously ignore that stuff. That stuff doesn't get to me. But, you have to be open. I hate it when people say you have to have an open mind, because there's actually three types of minds. One is completely open, one is a guard at the door, and the other one's completely shut. Obviously, a completely shut mind is pretty useless, right? People say, oh, minds are like parachutes, they have to be open. Well, I used to skydive every day, and let me tell you what, a parachute is semi-open. The rammed air cell design of, not a round parachute, but, the square parachute with a riser toggle so you could turn and, flare. Those parachutes are semi-closed. They're open at the front to catch the air, but they're closed at the back. I don't believe in having a totally open mind, because a totally open mind is like having your door open because the thieves are going to come in and rob you blind. Having your mind open is being a mental midget, a knuckle-dragging dumbass who is extremely susceptible of cults, and you're like, you've seen people with here's what a person with a totally open mind looks like. Mouth breather. Yeah. Mouth breather. Yeah. They'll listen to anything. It's like, join our cult, we're going to commit suicide next week. Yeah. I hate it when people say, you got to have an open mind. No. A totally open mind is as bad. It's actually worse. A totally closed mind is actually safe. It's like some sort of idiot that might believe crazy stuff, but they're safe. They're blocking everybody out. A totally open mind is much worse than a totally closed mind. But both of those are antinomies, of course. The perfect mind to have is a gatekeeper. Same way a parachute works. Because people say, mind is like a parachute. It has to be open to work. That's only halfway true as a skydiver. I got thousands of jumps underneath my belts, including permanent scars on my legs from hard openings. Parachute is half closed and half open. That's how your mind should be. You have to have a gatekeeper at the door. The gatekeeper is called wisdom and intelligence, and he lets the good stuff in, and he keeps the crap out. It's like, you're a scammer. Go F yourself, a fool will be like, okay, I'm going to give you all my money, Nigerian prince. You know what I'm talking about? You get those emails. Hi, I'm a Nigerian prince. You know what I'm talking about? All these YouTubers are neurotic because we get tons and tons of comments. Some of them are just really, really, really vile, and it's just someone spilling their anger out. And I know of all of the top 20 YouTubers or whatever, is that I'm the most controversial, I guess, because I'm not selling anything and I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass, because I don't have any affiliate links, and I'm sure as hell not selling stuff. I'm not. Go find somebody that I sold something to. Go do it. Dare you to go do it. My books I write are free. But all these YouTubers, me included, I'm saying all of them, we're neurotic. You made 400 or more videos, and I've got nearly 5,000 videos. How did I end up with 5,000 videos? I kind of know, but not really. We're all neurotic, And then sometimes I'll get phone calls. Someone will just like call up to say something really hateful and spiteful. You know, even though I'm a bit of an asshole and a schmuck on certain, just a bit schmucky, it's like, I'm not interested in blowing smoke up your ass. I'm not. I kind of lost my train of thought here. You have to be reasonable, for God's sakes. Just human beings. I actually have pride in the fact that, I can sleep comfortably at night. It's like, I'm not selling anything. I don't have any affiliate links. When I make a recommendation on gear, no one has their hand up my butt and, like a sock puppet and telling me, what to say. Oh, this product is awesome. I'm not going to do that. But all these YouTube channels, people love to spill their hatred. They just like to get it out. Have I been guilty of that in the past? Not like that, no. I'll leave a snarky comment on something really horrible, but I don't want to watch anybody else's YouTube channel. This is something interesting. I like watching, the only thing I actually watch on YouTube are music videos. Basically, that's 99% of what I watch. I don't watch other YouTube channels unless someone says, hey, you gotta go see this video, it's really crazy, tell me what you think. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. This is a crazy, can you say a job? Was it a job? This job doesn't pay very well. It pays actually really poorly. For me, anyway. My buddy's headed to Norway. He picked up an XT20. I was like, hooray! I always wanted to go to Norway. I was like, hey, that's awesome for you, asshole. I was jealous that he's going to Norway. I got some buddies in Norway. I'd like to go to Norway or Iceland or Sweden. Just, can you be just a little bit more humane? I'm yanking on this mic cord, which is probably a really bad idea. I just thought of that now. What's the purpose of this video? You're wasting my time, you fat, bold SOB. Like, oh, maybe I am. Maybe I'm wasting my own time, too. This is called thinking out loud. Well, you think out loud, but you made a video of it. This job isn't that stressful. Sometimes the flack gets a little bit dull, you get a lot of flack, like, oh, you so-and-so. I tell you what, though, I got some advice for the people that, love to spew the most. For all of those of you that hate me the most, and it's like, well, why the hell are you watching then, anyway? You'll never do it. You spend all these countless years testing cameras and lenses. You make 5,000 videos, or nearly 5,000 videos, and if you got a wife or kids or a real life, you haven't got a chance in hell of even doing it. Not a chance in hell. I was out shooting yesterday. My face is sunburned with a guy who watches my videos. He's the guy that actually sent me Sharpie the parrot, the parrot. The sock puppet parrot that goes, is it sharp? Is it sharp? Really nice guy. God, he's bought like 20 lenses or so off my recommendation. He's really happy. We were out shooting all day. We had a good time. He brought Cokes and water in an ice cooler, and we shot landscape and architecture all day long. It was fun. We went out to a Chinese buffet. I lead a simple life, You can't do all this stuff and have a life at all. There's no way. If you have wife and kids or, anything, it's not possible to do this. I'm not saying this job, if you call it a job, it's hard to call this a job, it's thankless. I'm not saying that. I mean, there's just a little bit too much hatred in it, It's like, well, maybe if you were a nicer person, what do you want me to do? Like make a bunch of polished videos and blow smoke up your butt? I mean, is that what people want? I mean, hi, how are you doing? I'm going to review this camera today. Please click the link below. I can't pull that crap off. I can't do it. I only care about a couple things. Really only one thing. I only care about wisdom. And, You know, as long as I have my library, which I do have a library basically, you know, the ability to get around. You know, my idea of a treat is like, actually be like a pizza, but I haven't had one in a long time. My idea of a treat is like a jar of cashew butter, which, no, I don't eat a jar of cashew butters, you know, and some Triscuits or something. Like, wow, this is wonderful. You know, I can rest my brain for an hour and watch like a documentary on something scientific and like eat 20 Triscuits and some simple, simple life. Man, I lead a simple life. And I know most of you don't believe that. I think you just think I'm just some sort of fat dude with an enormous pile of camera gear or something. But be a little less critical of somebody you never met, huh? You know, I lead a really simple life. I have no nefarious designs on anybody. Like, oh, I'm gonna do these people in. I'm gonna talk about this thing. I'm gonna make an arrangement with a company. I'm gonna get kicked back. I have no nefarious, you know, arrangement. Just be a little bit more humane, for God's sakes, huh? Why don't you treat somebody like you would in person? And stop talking about people that you never met, you know? Am I guilty of that sometimes? Yeah, in a funny sort of way, but I mean, I don't take it to the nth level, for God's sakes. Life is short. Everybody kicks the bucket. Chill the hell out about somebody you never met. Because other than a pile of camera gear, I lead a life like a frigging monk. Oh, I can assure you the hell I do. Simple pleasures. I only care about wisdom. I have a library. I write books and articles, which are free, by the way. I don't really give a shit about much other than wisdom. I really don't. Because you can't take any of this shit to the grave with you. I don't give a F about it. People say, hey, you got a pile of camera gear. Ugh. You know, honestly, and this is a horrible thing to say. I shouldn't be saying it. I wish I were a lot dumber. I think way too much. I think about 1,000 miles an hour, about 5 things at once. I wished I were dumber. I'd trade off all this camera gear and all this stuff for just like a normal life, a normal job, you know, a couple children, a wife. That's never going to happen for me. Never. You know, that would be nice, but I know that's never going to happen. I don't really give a crap about much other than wisdom. I love to help people. I love it. There's actually 2 types of people, and you can always tell the type of people they are. It's like, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do? You know, there's the person number 1. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to buy this, 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 and this. And there's person number 2. Person number 2 is me. It's like, oh my God, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I would like, you know, pay off my parents' mortgage, and I'd take them on a vacation to Europe, and then I'd like buy my buddy a new car. You think about, you know, helping other people doing other stuff. There's really only those 2 types of people. It's like, oh, you win the lottery tomorrow, what are you going to do? There's just those 2 types of people. I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff. I'm going to buy this, this, this. And the other person is like, oh my God, it'd be so awesome if I could, you know, my buddy's got a mortgage and his wife died of cancer. I'd like pay off his mortgage, and that'd be so awesome. He'd be happy and comfortable, and I would do this for this person. The whole purpose of this video is really ultimately to say, chill the heck out about somebody you never met. Because if you don't take that advice, you are pretty stupid. And a lot of people, you know, most people, well, a lot of people are really stupid. Life is suffering, and it's punctuated with death. Chill the hell out and be a little bit normal. Because I'm pretty normal. I'm a snarky, tattooed, bald dude that looks like Uncle Fester, but I just want people to be happy. You know, just chill the hell out. I'm actually pretty normal. Well, maybe not, actually. Not normal at all. Compared to most people, I'm definitely not. But I have no nefarious plans, okay? I'm not wringing my hands, you know, thinking of, you know, how to do or undo somebody or, you know, get over. I'm not. Might have a crazy sense of humor, but, you know. Don't make ideas about people you never met. I am guilty of making that mistakes many times in life, but nowhere near to the level of a lot of people that, you know, like leave really, really, really disgusting comments and are always talking crap, you know. I talk crap too, but it's mostly funny, humorous. Um, God knows I'm far from perfect. Very far. And so are you. Just be honest, be helpful to other people. You know, we should all take that advice. Was this a pointless video? Someone's going to say, I regret watching this video. You sucked away 20 minutes of my life. It sucked away 20 minutes of my life, too. Should I post this video or should I delete it? Someone's going to put it in there. Delete it! Delete it! Good night! Have a good weekend. Loxi Veritas. Увидимся. До свидания. And пока.